What's up, family? It is Tera Chantelle. Thank you so much for joining me today. Your mind is powerful. We cannot downplay it and we cannot play with it. 3 secrets to expand your mind. It will truly change the game once we expand our consciousness, once we expand our awareness, and actually expand our thought process. Your mind can really take you places that you can never think of just by changing your beliefs, just by changing your words, just by changing your whole thought process. Expand your mind, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. 3 secrets to expand your mind. Number 1, be curious. Have curiosity be the center of your days, be the center of your life. We tend to lose our childlike faith, our childlike curiosity as we grow into this adulthood. And we turn really boring and we turn really pessimistic. But we have to continue to be optimistic. We have to continue to be curious, because that will spark creativity. That will spark another side of our brain to really expand our mindset, expand our awareness, and expand our success. Because if we just think in a box that life is supposed to be like this and we are all supposed to act a certain way, then how can we ever see outside of this universe that is created for us? Sometimes people never even get out of their hometown, their home city, because of the lack of not expanding their mindset. It can truly be scary to think differently, because you are not going to get along with the crowd anymore. It's a known fact that it's rare to be a leader and rare to have leadership skills, because it's calling you to be responsible for your own mind. It's calling you to be responsible for the way you think, the way you portray yourself, and the way you act in this world. And most people like to blame. Most people like to have victim consciousness and give other people the power by blaming them for the reasons why they act. But imagine that you take full accountability of your own life by being curious, by staying with this childlike faith, to understand that the limits are limitless. It's so much possibility out here, and believing that you can do it really will have you doing it. Believing that you have the mindset to achieve will really have you achieving. It really has to start with the belief. It has to start with you just believing that anything is possible, that you can do it, that you can make the change. Change your belief by actually sitting with yourself to believe in yourself. The reason why we lack confidence or we lack self-esteem is because we're not familiar with self. It all starts with self. And once we really get connected with ourselves, we will start believing in ourselves. We will start being curious of the decisions that we're making. And this goes to the next secret to really expand your mind. Question everything. You gotta question everything. Even if your parents told you something, the religious system told you something, the institutions told you something, school told you something, question everything. You have to question authority figures. You have to question teachers. You have to question your parents. You have to question your partners. You have to question your friends. You cannot just be out here saying yes to everything, because I know I had to learn this by escaping people pleasing, by just getting along with everybody. No, let me question you, because I'm not really getting down with the get down here. So let me really understand where you're coming from. And we can disagree to agree. It's okay to not agree with everything, but we sometimes don't want confrontation. We don't want to be bothered. But the only reason why we can have confrontation is if we don't communicate properly. We have to communicate properly. By communicating properly is simply by letting people know how you feel. But if you don't know how you feel, how can you communicate? Come on. How can you communicate if you're not familiar with how you feel? You have to sit down and say, you know what? I didn't like how you spoke to me earlier at the park. You know, I didn't really appreciate that. And then if they're responsible and if they're mature emotionally, they're going to sit with that. They're not going to blame and be like, well, you did this to me. That's why I made you feel. Whoa. No. You take it in. You self-reflect. And you be like, wow, I did not know. I did not even have that awareness that I made you felt like that. I take full accountability and I apologize on my behavior for doing that. Now I'm aware of how to really go about things better now because you spoke your truth. And we have to be okay with speaking our truth, even if our voice shakes, even if it makes other people uncomfortable, even if it makes ourselves uncomfortable. We have to be okay with speaking that truth and really questioning things and not just believing every single thing somebody tells us, especially in the media, in movies, in TV, in social media. Everything is not real, and all of this is an illusion. So we have to really dissect things and take things for a grain of salt. If it don't resonate, kick rocks with it. But you have to know what resonates with your spirit and what you came here to learn and what you came here to do, and take it for what it is. Everything is not going to fit you, and everything is not going to be your cup of tea, and that is okay. But we have to be bold enough, have courage enough to stand our ground by questioning things even if it's uncomfortable. Ask why, ask how, ask what made you come up with that solution, what made you come up with that conclusion, who taught you that, where did you get that from? These are just different questions, because once you ask these type of questions to your peers, then that is going to have them reflecting, because sometimes we just go about things unconsciously and we don't ever take time to think. This will really expand our mindset by having tough conversations, questioning people, and really questioning everything in this society, questioning this whole matrix of why are we all unconsciously following along these certain patterns like sheep. Why do we believe relationship dynamics should look this way? Why do we believe love is a one size fits all? Why do we believe everyone should be married? Why do we believe that women who don't want kids, that's wrong? We should question these type of stuff now. I mean, you see all these questions coming about me, because I'm just like, who told y'all this? Where did you get this from? And I'm not afraid to question it. And if people are intimidated by the question, it just takes them to have that self-evaluation, to go within, to be like, why am I getting upset? Because sometimes we get triggered and not understand why we're getting triggered. It's not out there that is triggering us. It's in here. It's in here. Number 3, the secrets to expand your mindset. Think positive. I know this world can be dark. Hella dark. It can be chaotic. It can be painful. It can be depressing. It can give us anxiety. It can really take a toll on us mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I challenge you to think outside of the norm. Think outside of this presented reality that it is showing you. Think about the possibilities, like we spoke about being childlike and faithful and being curious like a child. Children's emotions is full of joy, it's full of excitement, it's full of curiosity, it's full of questions. Operate in that. You're never too old to be curious and creative and to be positive with your life, because being positive is such a great attitude to have, because it's going to have you operating in gratefulness, and you get more of what you are grateful for. So just simply being grateful for life, being a lover of life, you're going to get more love in life. Being grateful for your breath, being grateful for the simple things this life has to offer, you're going to get more and more and more of it. So every day will feel like the best day of your life. It will feel like the best day of your life. And who doesn't want to feel like every day is the best day of your life? I get told all the time, like, why are you always smiling? Like, why are you always happy? And it's simply because I get back to the basics. I get back to, I am alive right now. And I know so many people that are not alive. So it's like, I got another day to succeed. I got another day to achieve. I'm winning. Let's do the math. Let's make it make sense. I'm winning. It's nothing to really complain about, especially when you're in the present moment. You're breathing, you're alive, you have clothes, you're not hungry, you're not needing anything. Whoa. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be alive even in this darkness. It's a blessing to be alive even in this chaotic world, because we have a chance to just express our creativity. We have a chance to express ourselves in this human experience. We got a chance to really express the thought in our mind and then make it into reality. We have a chance to connect. We have a chance to love. We have a chance to run. We have a chance to write. We have a chance to play. And when you realize that you have a chance at this life, out of all of the eggs, I was chosen. It was 10 billion eggs or whatever. And my egg succeeded, and now I'm here looking like this in this body as a woman, a black one at that. Oh my goodness. It's lit over here. So with that being said, I think positive because I see the positivity in this life. My mind has been programmed to see it that way. I have shifted from complaining and making excuses to being in gratitude and being thankful. I have shifted from seeing the lack to seeing the abundance. I have shifted from gossiping to actually talking about ideas and creativity. I have shifted being pessimistic to optimistic. I have shifted from negativity to positivity just by a simple switch, just by a simple awareness of self, just by the simpleness of being conscious every decision that I'm making, every thought that I'm thinking, and being focused on the present. By being focused on the present, it got me woke. It got me woke. So I speak highly to myself. I say affirmations. I pray. I talk nice to myself. I treat myself with love. I don't wait on someone to do things for me. I do it myself. And I enjoy life every single day. I really celebrate life now. I really celebrate life because we only got one rodeo at this. This is all of our first rodeo. So let's enjoy it. Let's play in it, and let's expand our consciousness. Let's expand our awareness, and let's expand our mind, baby. Thank you so much for tuning in, tapping in. Check out the new course below, and I'm gonna see you on the next one, baby. Peace.